having a great turnout tonight. A lot of parents are joining tonight, so that's what I'm trying to wait till everybody get in. But we're going to get this show started right now. Again, parents, thank you. My name is Mr. Ken Williams. I'm the District Parent and Community Liaison for Chandler Park Academy. I've been with Chandler Park Academy for 19 years. So I am your one-stop shop for information and resources, and any issues, questions, concerns you may have, you can always reach me at Williams, WILLIAMSK, at chandlerparkacademy.net. I'll put that in the chat as well. And you can always reach out to me, email me, and I'll make sure I get you to the right people to make sure we get you taken care of. Our number one priority is you and your child, and making sure this is a positive, customer service friendly environment that you and your child will be going through at Chandler Park Academy School District. Without further ado, again, thank you parents for coming tonight. We meet every month at 5:30. There'll be different topics every month, but every month you always get a chance to meet the school administration and ask questions and concerns and comments. So at the end, when we all finish presenting, we'll have a Q&A at the end, allowing you to be able to share and we're here to answer your questions. We're here to have a dialogue and a feedback. If you don't want to talk verbally, you can always just put your question in the chat. At the end, I'll go back to your question, and I'll make sure somebody from one of the schools, we address your question and get you taken care of tonight. That's what the whole goal is, for us to be able to solve issues and problems right here tonight. That's why all the players are here online with you, waiting to assist each parent with any questions they may have. So without further ado, we're going to start off with our dynamic elementary team. Mr. Anderson will start off as the principal at the elementary school, and then from there, his APs will follow behind him, and then we'll go to middle school and then high school.
Good evening, parent. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Andre Anderson. I'm the elementary principal. Mr. Williams, am I going over the events now, or are we waiting till we're just doing introductions?
No, you can do the intro and your events right now.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. So up and coming events, parents, we have our Title I parent meeting. We have, we're required by state law to host a Title I parent meeting every year. It's an annual meeting. This year, it's going to be in person. It's going to be Thursday, September 29th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. in our elementary cafeteria. So we look for parents to come out and hear information about our federal funding. These programs, the title program is set up to support students with academic supports. And so I want you all to hear what we're doing with these fundings. Also, next week on Wednesday, for any men that want to participate, we have Real Men Read. We want the men to come out and volunteer to read to our students. And that's on Wednesday, September 28th from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. A flyer went home a couple of times, and I can put it in the chat again. So parents, if you know any community members, any family members that is willing to pick up a book and take it to a classroom to read to our little ones, that would be great.
Good evening, parents. I am Mrs. Kelly Morrison. I am one of the assistant principals at the elementary school. I basically deal with grades 3 through 5. But unfortunately at this time, our other AP has been out, Miss Erica Taylor. So I'm kind of, Mr. Anderson are splitting up her duties. And so I'm K5 right now. I have been with Chandler Park Academy. This is going on my 15th year. I was a 5th grade, 4th grade teacher for about 11 years, an instructional specialist for math, and then moved into the assistant principal position. I look forward to working with all of you. Mr. Anderson brought up 2 of our events coming up. I also put those events on our Class Dojo page. So if you are not on our Class Dojo page, please reach out to your teacher. That is one of the ways or forms that our teachers reach out communication wise during the day. So please, again, if you are not on Class Dojo with your child's teacher, to reach out to that teacher through email or the school and they can get you set up on that so you can get all the latest and greatest that's happening with the elementary as well.
Thank you, elementary team. So parents, again, if you have any questions for the elementary team, please do not hesitate to put it in the chat. We will come back to it at the end of the meeting. And now we'll move forward to the middle school team with our new principal, Ms. Anthony.
Thank you. I just felt the enthusiasm in that, Mr. Williams. I appreciate it. Hello, everyone. I am Jarrell Anthony. I'm the new middle school principal. I have been a part of Chandler Park's family, it seems like forever. I started off as a classroom teacher when we were middle school and elementary in 2008. I then moved from classroom teacher to instructional specialist, and then from instructional specialist to assistant principal in the middle school. I returned back to the district last year, also as assistant principal, and now I am sitting as the current principal. We have a lot of initiatives going on throughout the district. So you may hear even your middle school, elementary, and high school students coming home with some of the same information. And that is our goal here, to make sure that it is connected and consistent throughout the entire district. So you may hear them speaking more about character counts, which is a huge push for us here at the middle school. If they were at the elementary already, they are aware of what it means to have good character and to exhibit those behaviors. And we are also looking forward to doing more exciting events for the students, grade level wise and school wide. And we also have a new addition to the middle school family, who I am about to introduce to you all, Mr. Waters, who is one of our new assistant principals here and has already been a huge asset to the team. So I'll let him chime in. Mr. Waters.
Greetings, everyone. I am Mr. Waters, the new assistant principal. I am excited, elated to work not only with your student, but with you as parents. I know the process of raising a child, working, and spending quality time with them on educational matters. I've been in education for 20 years in various capacities as administrator and as a teacher. So I know what it takes to educate your child. So again, I'm excited. As our principal said, we have a lot of initiatives that we're going to incorporate throughout the year, and we look forward to working with you and your child.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. Thank you, Ms. Anthony. Again, Mr. Waters, welcome to the CPA family. So glad to have you. Looking forward to exciting things happening this year in the middle school. And we're going to now move it on to the high school with the principal, Mr. Brian Erickson.
Good evening, parents. Thank you for coming out tonight. I am Brian Erickson, the principal of the high school, and I'm going into my 14th year at Chandler Park Academy. I was previously a math teacher before becoming assistant principal and becoming principal. And I did work at the middle high school back before we had a high school for 1 year. So we got some exciting things coming up for the high school. Last night, actually, our volleyball team had their first home game, won 3-0 versus DEPSA, one of our strong athletic teams there. Tomorrow night, we have a senior parent meeting at 5 o'clock in the high school cafeteria to get information on scholarships, grants, senior activities, senior dues, all of those things that come about in that 12th grade year, that last year of high school. Some other important dates for the high school: on October 12th, we will have PSAT and SAT testing for 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students. So please mark your calendars for that. Attendance is important. And then the next day, we will have on the 13th, we will have our pep rally, parade, homecoming game. And on the 14th, we're going to have our homecoming dance. So it's a packed week. Homecoming is coming back, and we are going to have our traditional parade and pep rally that we haven't had in a few years. So we are excited about that. So with that in mind, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Brooks, who is our new assistant principal.
I hope everybody can hear me. I'm having some challenges with hearing you guys. I can hear you. My name is Mr. Brooks. I'm very eager and enthused about working with Mr. Erickson. I come to you all with more than 30 years of experience. Most of my works have been done in the specialized student services, but I've been teaching for more than 25 years. Again, very excited about some of the initiatives and incentives that we have put together to motivate and encourage and even challenge our students. Look very forward to all of the initiatives and things that we have going here in the district. I've only been here now for more than 2 weeks, but very excited about some of the things that I've seen done and some of the things that we have planned moving forward. I'm here at the high school, and again, I don't want to be redundant, but very excited about this opportunity and glad to be a member of the Chandler Park Academy family.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks, and welcome to the CPA family. We're very excited to have you join us as well. Mr. Erickson, Ms. Barber on, do you know? We have another assistant principal in the high school.
She is not on this evening. So
Okay, you want to give a quick summary about Ms. Barber, Mr. Erickson?
Yeah, Ms. Barber is our assistant principal who works closely with English, Social Studies, and Science department. She could not make it on this evening. However, she is in her second year and has a background as an English teacher. And she is excited to work with our teachers to make sure that we are getting ready for all those tests we have in October that I mentioned.
Thank you. Okay, parents. Nurse Mills could not make it tonight, so she will definitely be on next month to kind of go over our COVID protocols. So I'm going to do my best job to reiterate what she told me to cover for her this evening. There have been some changes. We are still a mask mandated district, so we do require every staff member, student, as well as parents when they enter the building to wear a mask. But we have changed our quarantine process. So students will not have to stay out of school for 10 days if there's somebody in their classroom that comes down with COVID. But what has to happen is that they must test. So we have a testing center that works 5 days a week. But what I was told by Nurse Mills is that a letter went home to parents, I guess a week or so ago, and we need those letters back. Just give them permission for your child to be tested one time. This way we don't have to have kids missing 10 days of school. We have a testing center actually on campus that is for staff as well as parents, as well as siblings that don't even go to Chandler Park Academy. It's a great thing, free testing, but we need to get those forms back to the office that went home a week or two ago, just allowing permission for the school to be able to perform the test. And that way students can stay in school, stay learning, and we're not having a whole class, 2-3 classes go home for 10 days. We have changed that process. As we know better, we do better. So now we just need the forms returned back to the main office. If you didn't get one, or you got it, forgot it, or lost it, or when the dog chewed it up, don't worry about it. Just have your child go down to the office tomorrow morning at all 3 schools and get a new form and just fill it out and send it back to your child so we can have it on record that you are approving the school to be able to test your child so they can stay inside of school instead of being at home and trying to learn virtually. So she will be on next month to kind of go over more protocols. Those are the top 2 things. We no longer have to have kids stay at home for 10 days as long as we can test them inside the school. And she will come back to next month with more information about that. But that's great news because I know a lot of parents were tired of having kids come home every other month for those days. We can now continue the learning process inside of the classroom. At this point in time, I'm going to have our friend Caitlin, who is our Power School representative. And this is our tool that we use for attendance, for behavior, for grades. This is a great parent resource to be able to check your child's grades right on the spot. No need to call the teacher and have the teacher call home, or no, you can go on your app on your phone anywhere in the world and check your child's grades as we speak. So it takes out the guesswork. Somebody says that Mama got an A, and you go on the computer and see it's a D. Well, Mama, they told you a story. So now this tool is very powerful for parents. It gives you a leg up to know what actually was going on with your child in their grades. So at this point in time, Caitlin, we're all yours.
Awesome. Good afternoon, parents. And thank you so much to all of you for inviting me. So thank you for that introduction as well, Mr. Williams. So yes, just as Mr. Williams said, PowerSchool does allow pretty good access into the PowerSchool system using your parent portal account. So I'm just going to kind of go over the parent portal account, how to set up the parent portal account, and what you can access for your student. So let me go ahead and share out my screen here. And there we go. All right. All right, so the first step for creating a parent account is to have a access ID and password. So if you haven't gotten that already, that's something that the district will supply you with, or you can reach out to the district for your student's access ID and password. I'm going to talk about this a little bit, moving forward. But if you do have multiple students, each student is going to have a different access ID and password. So that is something that you want to keep in mind, being that you will want all of your students in your one PowerSchool account. Okay, so to begin the process of creating your parent portal account, you will want to use this URL right here. And you know what? Let's see if I can drop that into the chat. Oh, that's just going to lead me straight there. Back. I will go ahead and drop this into the chat. If I can. Okay, well, I'm having trouble finding the Zoom chat feature, but if one of you can drop that in the chat for the parents, that would be perfect. So moving forward, that's the URL you'll want to use. You'll want to enter it into your, your internet, into this bar up here. I have it up here. So then afterwards, you will be led to a screen that looks like this. So if this is your first time creating an account, you will want to press the Create Account tab. If it isn't, and you already have a parent portal account, then all you'll have to do is go into the sign in section, enter your username and password. Let's go over creating an account though. So go ahead, put that URL in, press Create Account, and then verify it down here. It's going to ask for just simple information. So enter in your first last name, enter in your email, re-enter your email, desired username. This will be the username that you use to enter into your parent portal account, as well as the password, your desired password. It's going to show, like if I put, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to show weak. So if you use special characters, it's going to show strong. That's always best. And then it's just going to have you re-enter your password. So moving forward, in order to link your student to your account, you are going to put your student's name here, and this is where you're going to need your student's access ID and access password. And again, the district or the school will provide you with that. And if you do not have that, then you can reach out. So you'll enter that in here. As I said before, if you have multiple students that you would like to create or that you would like to link up into your parent portal account, this is where you'll do it. You'll just enter the different access ID and password for each child in here. All right. So once you have all of that information in, you can go ahead and press enter. And let me bring back my presentation so you can see what that will look like. Okay. There we go. All right. So all right. So when you do that, it's going to show congratulations, your new PowerSchool account has been created. Check your email for a link to verify your account. So you will be getting an email to verify your account. The email should look something like this. So I got, notice from Chandler Park Academy, PowerSchool account email verification. And then here you can see your PowerSchool account is pending verification. To verify, click the link to sign into your PowerSchool account within 24 hours of receiving this message. So you'll just simply click this link here, and then that will lead you to a screen that should look like this. And then here it will say, congratulations, your new PowerSchool account has been verified. Enter your username and password to start using your new account. So that is the basics of creating your account. Not too hard, you just do need that access ID and access password. So let me show you what is in that parent portal account. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out of this one. Grab this one, okay. All right, so let's sign in. So I'm just gonna put the username that I just created and the password. So this one. Oh, that logged me right into the admin. Let's log out of there. Sign out. All right, one more time. Also, one thing, I don't think you'll have this problem, but just make sure up here it says public. Okay, that is okay. I have my passwords saved. If you're anything like me, make sure to write down your passwords. I always forget them. Okay, so there we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Weird. Oh, it went into the admin again. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it keeps doing that. All right, I'm gonna go into an incognito window because it's wanting to link to the admin account. So grab this one. Is this incognito? Okay. There we go. Copy. Perfect. Okay, so now that we're in, this is what your parent portal account will look like. Right now, there's not much information in this one, so I will log into the training server so you guys can at least see some information. But I did want you to see what Chandler Park Academy has set up for you. So looking down this line here, you'll be able to see different things such as the grades and attendance of your child, and we'll kind of take a deeper look into that on the training server. You can look at their grade history, attendance history, and then teacher comments. So teacher comments should pop up here. If your district does use forms, forms will show up here. You have several different tabs to look at. And so this is just something that if you see a form here, You might need to fill it out. I'm assuming that if there is a form that needs to be filled out, the school admins will let you know. So those are the forms there. You also have school bulletin. This will show any news that is on the Power school bulletin at this point. You've got class registration. Right here, right now, this isn't going to show, which is fine. Let me open the training server so you can kind of get a better visual of some things. So.
Caitlin,
Yep.
quick question. So as a parent, if I'm trying to email a teacher, where do I go for that? If I'm trying to get a question from a teacher, where do I go?
Yeah, of course. So in order to email a teacher, there should be some information on the teacher. Let's see, I want to say school information. Maybe not. Okay, nope. So this is basic school information. Let's see if email notification would be something. Let me see in Chandler Park if you guys have that up. And that was a good question. Applications. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I do not know where the teacher's email would be listed at this point. Attendance history. But that being said, there is something on the side that says email notification, and you can kind of set it up so that you receive different emails. So for example, you have some summary of current grades and attendance. If you want to email for that, you can just simply select. And then detail. Oh, go ahead.
Yes, you go on the class, whatever class it is, so you can just hit the email for that class and it goes straight to the teacher. It's a button on that email, so the email box, you can just hit that and it goes straight to the email and you can write what you need.
So is that on this my schedule?
Yes, on the Power School.
Let's see.
You got the email little box right there and you can just hit that and it'll go straight to the teacher, because that's how I normally do it.
And have you been doing this on the parent portal?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's just not set up to show that right now. But I'll get that information out to you guys.
Thank you, Mother.
You're welcome.
So, all right. So just kind of moving forward. So again, this is an area where if you do want notifications, emails sent to you, you can set that up. You can put the email addresses that you want that information to go to, and you can do multiple. Just separate the email addresses by a comma. And then frequency here. Let's go ahead and go into the training server so that you can kind of see more information and see what it would really look like for your student. So let me move this over here. So this is our kind of test student, Corby Adams. We're on the grades and attendance page. You can see their last week and current week attendance. So, say you just want to check, okay, did my students go to school? Is my student getting, tardies? How are they doing? Go ahead and track that right here. Teachers normally enter this information in every day. And here it is. I should have just started with the training server. So yes, in order to email your teacher or your students' teachers on this first grades and attendance page, the email is right here. So it's kind of just linked to that teacher. And I do think that this using the parent portal is pretty intuitive. It's pretty easy to use, as you can see. This is pretty simple here. So this is also listing out your student schedule. This is showing the period in the day. So, Corby has first hour open study on A days. He has world history first hour B days. And then you can also see the room that they are in. And then over here you have their current grades. Now this is going to be their current grades that are within their teachers' grade books now. So this, I would say it's pretty accurate. That being said, it depends on what the teacher has currently in their grade books. So let's say that the teacher has not currently entered in a test that won't show yet, that won't affect the grade. The final grades come with the report cards, but here's just kind of a brief overview. You could also click into these grades, and it's just going to show some information. And depending on what the teacher kind of publishes out on their end, you might be able to see the different assignments here listed and the score that your student received on it. So for example, this teacher, put this project in week 11 up. Student got 96 out of 100 and got an A. So that's helpful as well. Teachers can also enter in a comment over here. So you'll be able to see any comments. One other thing I want you to notice is you can also see the students, I guess, class descriptions here as well. So I just opened up the grade for open study. And this course has kind of a description here that the teacher created. And they just said currently teaching at the school since 2002, previous years of experience, 15. So they might put some information in here that would be helpful for you to know. And this is just helpful for you to keep on staying current with it, just to be able to check your students, see how they're doing. Are they doing well? Are they, keeping up their grades? What's going on? So you can also look at their grade history. So depending on how long they have been at Chandler Park Academy, there should be grades from previous years if they've been there. So you can go into here. Currently, I'm looking at 22, 23, but you can go in and look at the other year's grades as well. And then the current year, you should be able to actually press into the grades to get more info. All right. So that is kind of, going over viewing your students' grades. Attendance history. This is where you can check the whole year attendance history. So it will be provided for every single class, every single day, and what they, got that day. We went over email notifications if you want to be kept up to date via email. Here we have teacher comments. So this is a place where teachers can also enter in just general comments of the student per class. So you can check here, see if they have entered comments. It's going to depend on the teacher if they, enter in those comments or not. This is another place now that you can find how to email your teachers as well. We went over forms, and again, just reach out to your school admins if you do see a form in there and you're not sure if you need to fill it out, but I do believe they would notify you. School bulletin. One thing I do know CPA does not have set up right now is balance. So no worries about that at this moment. Class registration is something that I did want to show you. So this is a place where you could, or your student and you can go in and kind of request a course. So say a student wanted a certain course, or you want a certain course for your student. You can go in, click on the course catalog, which it is not showing me here. Let's see if it shows. I think it does. Class registration. Course catalog, yes, so CPA does. So you can go in here and look through the courses and select one and make it a course request. And this just means that the person who's, in charge of scheduling will take a look at that request and make sure, if there's an open spot, your student can get into it. My schedule. So this is where you're going to be able to see your student's schedule. And so it's going to kind of show in this matrix view. So you can see, 9 a.m. they're in world history on Monday, 9 a.m. they're in open study on Tuesday. School information is listed here. So you can find the school number, name. And then this is something that I want you also to take note of. So I know we get a lot of questions in regards to how to add in multiple students. So say you do have a parent portal account already that you've already logged into and you're using, but you have a student that came into the school this year or something, you can enter in that student by going to this last feature right here, account preferences, go into the students tab, and then click add. And then you'll just want to enter your student's name, and this is where you'll have to enter also your student's access ID and access password. So make sure you have that as well. And then just select your relationship to that student. Okay, and then when you're done with that, you press OK, and your other student will show up here. So we have Corby here, but the second student should show up here. And then you can just select which student you want to look at up here. So I'd click Corby. It's going to lead me to Corby's account. So as you can see, you do have access to a lot. This is really helpful in just keeping up with your students' progress in school, just having a feeling of being a part of their journey, as well as keeping in contact with their teacher and being in the know of what's going on. This is all that I have for you. If you guys have any questions, please let me know.
Hi, yes, I have a question. So just say if a student has been absent for a couple of days because they were really sick, will the teacher send me a link or send me a message to see how, if he can make up the work?
So I guess I don't know if I can answer that one. I guess it would depend on the teacher. But with that being said, you can go in the parent portal and email that teacher.
Anybody else want to chime in on that one? To help that parent with that question?
Yes. And he has a doctor's excuse and everything. And, just wanted to know if he's able to make up assignments because he was indeed sick for 2 days. Thought he had COVID, but he didn't. So thank God for that. Had his shot.
No problem. Yeah, just bring the doctor's note in. Yes, he definitely will be able to make up the work he missed for the past 2 days. Not a problem at all.
Okay. So the other thing is like, will she notify me, or shall I try to get in touch with her?
What school is your child?
What grade level? Yeah, what grade level?
The middle school,
Okay.
7th grade.
So Ms. Anthony, you want to handle that question?
Yes. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining us. So the teachers, once we get the notification in the main office, what will happen is that the main office will notify the teachers that student's absence is excused. And they have up to 3 days to complete those assignments that were missed. If more time is needed, depending on the level of the assignments, or if it was a quiz or a project they had to do, of course, we'll extend that time for that. But the teachers will not reach out. That will be the responsibility of the student to make sure that they acquire the work from the teachers.
Okay.
But you can always reach out once you see the assignments that have been given. And if you need more explanation, or your child is still, needing some support in that, you can definitely send the teachers an email directly, and they will get back to you between 24 to 48 hours, depending on how many calls they have. But a lot of it can be just rectified through an email. So they may just send you an email right back and guide you through how to support your student at home.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Ms. Parker. Caitlin, I don't know if this question for you or Mr. Tennille, who's our in-house Power School expert. It's a question, where do we get the access ID from? That's from Ms. Barnes asking that question. Where do we get the access ID from?
Yeah, so the access ID will come from the admin Power School account. So in that case, whoever has access to an admin Power School account can look up the student and look up their access ID, password and code. So yes, it should be coming from the district admins. From each
Tennille, you want to chime in, Tennille?
Go ahead, Tennille.
Can't hear you. Do you have a mic? No, you unmuted, but I can't hear you. So Ms. Robinson, we're gonna what's the high school Power School code and path? Mr. Tennille,
can you hear me?
Now we can, yes.
Oh, okay. So if they reach out to their front office of the school or me, they'll be able to give you the parent letter with the information for your access code and password to create your account.
Thank you. So that's Ms. Barnes, that's your question, as well as yours, Ms. Robinson. Mr. Tennille just answered it. Reach out to your front office, and they will give you a letter, and then you'll show you how to access, get the access and the password. Any other questions? Any other questions about Power School?
Mr. Anderson has his hand raised.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Mr. Anthony, because I can't see all.
You're welcome.
Mr. Anderson?
We are mailing our letters out. It's in the form of a letter. We're mailing those out this week to all of the parents. So they should be receiving it. If you don't receive it, please contact the main office.
So once again, elementary parents, you heard from the principal, Mr. Anderson, that your letter for your Power School account will go out this week. So we're looking forward to that in the mail and by the end of the week, beginning of next week. So you have not received yours yet. So shortly you will get that in the mail.
How about
the
middle school?
It'll be the same for the middle school, Mr. Williams.
Okay, same for the middle school. And how about the high school? Mr. Erickson, are you guys mailing yours out? How are we doing that process?
Yeah, we will.
Great. Okay, parents. So don't worry. All three schools will be mailing them out by the end of the week, showing you how to log on with your username and password so you guys can start working around with this tool. Any more questions for Caitlin or Mr. Tennille? Caitlin is our account rep offsite. Mr. Tennille is our in-person, on-campus account rep that can answer any questions for Power School. Well, all righty. Thank you, Caitlin, for the presentation. Parents, as you can see, it's very powerful. You can do a lot of things on it. Check attendance, check grades. You can always be in the know when it comes to your child, especially middle school and high school parents. It's a good tool to use when you think your child is going to school and you want to know why you get a letter from the attendance office in school. You can go on here and check every day to make sure that they are, when you drop them off at school, that they are actually not just going out to the corner store and not going to school. You can check to make sure that I dropped you off on Tuesday, you should be in school on Tuesday. So it's a very good tool for our middle school and high school parents. Elementary kids kind of do what they're supposed to do, but some of our other older kids kind of go sometimes stray off in the wrong direction. All right. Any other questions, parents, for any school, any administrators? We're gonna wrap this up very shortly, but we're here to answer your questions for all 3 schools. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I had something to say.
Yes. Who am I
This
speaking
might
with?
help some of the parents, but if
Yes.
you go to power school, at the bottom of the power school, it's a button that said more. You hit the more button, and then at the top gonna show notification. You could turn that notification on, and it let you know when your child is absent, late, or anything, or if the grades go up and down. All you do is turn it on, and you get the notification right then and there. So the child miss class and they take attendance, it comes straight to your phone right then and there. But you have to turn it on.
Ms. Woodard, thank you for that. That's what I'm talking about. That's a vital piece of information. That's why we're here, to work together, to share together. And I appreciate you chiming in and helping us out as a parent. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
You're welcome.
I got a few. Go ahead, Ms. Anthony.
Thank you, Ms. Woodard, for that as well. Also, parents, that's one of the critical pieces with all of the students, especially, middle and high school students, just having those conversations with them about getting to class on time, so you don't have to receive all of those notifications, because then you would want to call us and ask why you got the notification, and it will be because the student came in tardy or they didn't show up to class. So just please have that conversation with your children, that they have to be in class on time. Any moment left outside of that classroom takes away from their instructional time. So for instance, if your student is late 10 minutes to class every day, at the end of the week, they have missed a full class session. So
Wow.
that is very, very impactful on their grade and the information that they're able to retain. So just have that conversation with them as well.
Thank you, Ms. Anthony. It's just very, very important to not only be at the school, but in class on time. Any other principals got anything they want to share before we wrap it up? Okay, got any other questions to put in the chat? I'm reading one. How can the traffic, can you all please open the high school, let's just say, high school part in the back at some point, the traffic. Okay, so for those, our veteran parents who have been with us for a number of years, unfortunately, our back gate access to the Eastland parking lot is no longer there. They tore Eastland down. Another builder has purchased that, and that's actually going to be some type of containment pond that will be sitting behind where the gate was at. So that gate will no longer be able to be used at all. It won't even have access to a road. But we are working with the city of Harper Woods and the new developer to see if we can some kind of way put another hole in the wall further down behind the high school to allow parents to be able to use that. But that won't happen this year because, again, they're in the midst of tearing down Eastland, redeveloping the whole thing. It's going to be a number of warehouse buildings, kind of like it could be an Amazon over there, but it'll be a number of warehouse storage facilities that will be behind the other side of the wall. So that's why a lot of traffic issues we're dealing with now is because we no longer have that gate to Eastland parking lot, which allow parents to get in and out very easily. So unfortunately, that has been shut off, and that will never be open up again. We're hoping by next year to have an access back to behind Home Depot if the city and the landowners allow it, because that's not our land. Our land stops at the wall. But we are in conversation with the developer and Harper Woods City Council as we speak. As far as in the morning time, only thing I can suggest is that if you get there by 7:25, get there before 7:30. The change in traffic patterns in 5 minutes from 7:25 to 7:30 or 7:35 is totally different. So if you can get there at 7:25, you can get in and get out. But if you come at 7:30, then it's going to be a battle. But we are actually meeting with Harper Woods Police and meeting with our attorney, with our administrators, on trying to figure out how we can get the traffic jam off of Kelly Road to be better so parents can get in and out. But again, my suggestion to you I've been doing this for like at Channel Park for 19 years. So you come at 7:25, you typically can get in and out with no problem. At 7:30, the whole thing just shifts. Miss Jordan, you got your hand up. How can I help you?
Yes, hi, Mr. Williams.
Hello,
Real
hello.
quick. Dude,
Miss
they
Jordan,
probably
I
not.
can't
Yeah, they
hear you.
can't
What you say now?
control it. I know you. Kids, they can't wait till they get home to light their cigarettes. They'll be in the car with their kids, or I'm getting in the car, and they smoking a cigarette or whatever. And also, I think I'm sorry, I'm trying to be quick because I know my time about it too. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry, motorcycle. I think they shouldn't be allowed throughout the drive area. Motorcycles was really playing vulgar music, and I know they couldn't pick their kids up on it, but that's all I want to tell you.
Thank you, Ms. Jordan. Yeah, we definitely need the support of the parents to work with us, because we're all coming to one location. That's the beauty of Channel Park Academy. It's a one-stop shop. If you got a kid in kindergarten to 12th grade, that's the beauty of it. But also, it's also, I call it the blessing and the curse. But we have to work together as parents to be able to move efficiently on and off the campus. So thank you, Ms. Joy, for that. Ms. Blake, I see your hand up.
So I'm just and wanted to inquire about the traffic lights and the pedestrian light that they put up last year. Are they gonna get that working? Because that'll cut down some of the congestion on the traffic. I know it's on the both sides where the kids can actually have that second crosswalk, but it was working for a period of time 2 years ago or whenever they put it up. But are they going to get that working and get that back in motion so that they can actually control some of the traffic? I know that's through the city of Harper Woods.
Ms. Blake, first of all, good to see you. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, thank you for that question though, because I do remember they putting is that down there by the party store or by the gas station a little bit down that way?
Yep, it's right where the store is. So it's on the one side where the store is, and then on the other side, right where that house is, where the AAA, it used to be the AAA office or whatever, right there, that little house on the corner is right there. So that was working for a period of time, and like the kids could like push it, it would flash, it would stop, and you would have to stop at the red light, and then it would turn back, you know what I'm saying, so the traffic could go. That would, cut down some of that congestion if they got that light working.
Very much so. I'm on it tomorrow. I'm reach out to Mike Williams. I'll definitely traffic light, pedestrian light. We can get that back working. That definitely help some of the flow of traffic on Kelly Road. Thank you for that, Ms. Blake. Thank you, Ms. Thomas, and then we'll go to Ms. Barnes. Ms. Thomas, you there? You got your hand up? All right, we'll go to Ms. Barnes. Hey, Ms. Barnes. You have to unmute yourself if you're trying to talk.
Okay, is this good?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, I went to the open house and I noticed that the kindergarten, this may be for the elementary principal. I know that the kindergarten classroom was near door 2, but when we drop our kids off, we gotta drop them off at door 7. I'm wondering why that is, because that's an extremely long walk from door 7 to door 2.
Yeah, we used to, before the pandemic, we used to have our parents enter in through door 2. Again, it's just things transitioning back. So we're continuing trying to get back to normal, a normalcy. So we just continued on from last year with them entering in through door 6. One of the other reasons that door 2, it will bottleneck right there where parents are coming in. I mean, I guess it's bottlenecking now, but it will bottleneck even more.
Definitely.
When if all of the parents are stopping at door 2. So that's something that we probably would consider in the future, using that as an entrance door.
Definitely, because door 7 is just as congested. It'd be a lot of us out there. It's a lot of us.
Yes.
Yes, we've been hearing it's probably been the hottest topic this year, and I know a lot of that has to do with the back gate from the high school being closed down. A lot of parents use that to get in and out much easier. But we're definitely going to try to do what we can to get the traffic moving faster and quicker for everyone.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Mr. Williams?
Hey, yes, how you doing?
Hi, I'm sorry, I couldn't get off of mute. This is
No
Miss
problem.
Thomas. I was gonna let you know that that light that the kids push, it does work. I have my daughter cross right there. It's just, will the people stop?
Some of
the cars don't stop. I sit there every day since school started and pick my daughter and my nephew up, and I have them cross right there. And some of the parents don't stop. I mean, some of the people, I ain't gonna say parents, they don't stop. But the traffic light do work if they push it. I put in the chat the other 2 lights. That'll break up a lot of traffic too. The flashing lights, they've been flashing for 2 years.
Okay.
And I know that's the city of Harper Woods.
What other 2 lights you talking about? You talking about where's it on Kelly Road?
The light by the party store, that crosswalk.
Yeah.
That does work. I'm talking about the yellow lights, the 2 flashing lights at the high school and the one at Home Depot.
Yeah,
that can break up a lot of traffic also.
Yeah, she's talking about the stoplights right after the high school and the one right by Home Depot. They're not a red, they're flashing yellow constantly now.
I got you. Yeah, the ones on right there by Rima Chalk. Yeah, right by Home Depot. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And if I'm thinking that'll help also, and I know that's the city of Harper Woods.
It is, but we are in Harper Woods, and so that's our partner. So we have Mike Williams, who's our campus safety supervisor. We're in a conversation with Harper Woods PD to figure out, yes, we need some help. We need some support to help our parents out with this traffic situation. So yeah, having those lights working on a regular basis would definitely control traffic. That's what they're there for, is to control traffic. So that allow people to be able to get in and get out before the light changes. So I'm definitely, I got that written down on my notes.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thanks for coming tonight. Any other questions? I don't see any other hands up. Any other questions? Oh, wait a minute, we got some things.
Unless they didn't put their hands down, but it looks like 2 hands are up.
Ms. Blake didn't put her hand down. She don't want to know.
Sorry.
No, you're good. She got to put it down. Actually, we do got a few things in the chat here.
Miss Burns, I'm sorry, Mr. Williams. Did Miss Burns? Is her hand
Ms. Burns
or she answered?
She got to put hers down too. There you go, Ms. Barnes. I appreciate you. Mr. Erickson or the high school team, Ms. Burks put in the chat, when will the Title I meeting for the high school be?
I'll get in 1 second.
No,
I'll put it in
the chat. And also the question was, will there be an open house for the high school? Didn't we already have that?
We had orientation. Yeah, we're not going to have an open house. We had orientation, but I'll put the date for the Title I meeting in there.
All right. Any other questions in the chat that I may have missed? I think you, okay. About traffic lights. Okay, I think we all set here. I got a few last athletic announcements. Elementary school and middle school girls basketball trials be coming up soon. Again, if you have a female student between the grades of 4 through 8 or 5 through 8, I believe, be able to look out for a flyer about the elementary school and middle school girl basketball tryouts. They are currently looking for students for high school cross country and high school football, as well as middle school boys football. So again, if you have students who are interested in middle school boys football, high school cross country and football, or elementary school and middle school girls basketball, that flyer will be coming out very soon for basketball. But the other sports, please have those your students see the athletic director, Coach O, for those sports in the middle school and high school that are already going on. elementary girls and middle school girls basketball will be upcoming very soon, within the next week. So look out for those flyers. I think there's one more question we got. Well, Erickson, Mr. Erickson
Just
put it in the chat.
just for clarity, it's fifth and sixth grade.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, 5th and 6th grade.
And 7th and 8th grade is the other team.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Yes, so 5th and 6th grade is considered elementary, and 7th and 8th grade is considered middle school. Thank you, Mr. Anderson, for the clarification. If anybody's got any other questions, comments, concerns.
Yes,
Again,
I do.
yes.
Hi, I do. What are the activities, programs you have for the young men there in middle school and the days?
So right now we have the athletics department. There is also band, strings, and we also have Young Gentlemen's Club, which is one of our mentoring organizations for the young gentlemen. On Wednesdays, they meet and they do dress in professional attire and discuss, just skills, life skills in general, and how to be good citizens and young gentlemen. Those permission slips went out this week. Mr. Tyrell Dotson is the mentor and the chairperson for that organization. So he did meet with the young men, who all of those that were interested, and sent home permission slips. So if your son is interested in that, then make sure that he gets a slip from Mr. Dotson, and he can bring that home, and the slip will explain more about the program. And we also have the opportunity to have our middle school students participate in JROTC. So they will meet with the facilitators over that program, and they also have a permission slip with all the details to be sent home to you all.
Okay. And so what time do they meet? I know it's after school. From what time to what time? From 3 to 4? Or how's the times for Mr. Dotson's class and then the ROTC? What are the hours and days?
So I don't have the days. I don't think the days have been completely established with JROTC. They are still getting the group together. But for Mr. Dotson, it is normally on Wednesdays that they would meet until he changes that time. And they meet about 3:10. So it's right after dismissal, and they stay until 4.
Okay.
And the band is
I'm
the
sorry.
band is wrapped. I'm sorry, Ms. Anthony. If your child is in band, we do have a district band program from elementary through high school. That's typically every day right after school, to like 5 or 5:30. But any information you need, Mom, we can definitely have those get information to you to get the specific times and the people who are actually over those programs.
Great, I appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Miss Payne. Well, Miss Payne, you
Yeah,
left me?
I put it down because she
Okay.
had asked the question I was gonna ask when JROTC started. So I guess I'll just wait for the information to come out.
Yeah,
And
I can get with Ms. Miller. I have to find out exactly when that program is going to roll out, what days. We will have a flyer. So I hope you guys are following us on social media. We also have a parent newsletter that comes out every other week. But more importantly, when we have programs and launch like this, we always send a flyer home, and typically it's through an email as well as a robo text. So that way you have all the important information at your fingertips to know exactly where it's going to be at, what time it's going to be at, and more importantly, who's heading up those programs. So I will get more information out to you about the ROTC connection, the new program that's going on.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Ms. Payne. Another question. Okay, so we do have we try to offer a lot of sport activities to all 3 schools. We try to offer, actually being diversified, to offer more things than the big 4. So in the near future, there will be a bowling program for the high school. That program will start at the high school. Coach O, the AD, I'm gonna have him on next month actually to talk about some of our new programs that we're offering at the district level. Last year we did middle school boys baseball, which is the first time we've ever had. We're one of the only schools on the east side that has, matter of fact, not only the one, we are the only one that has a middle school boys baseball team in middle school. This year we are venturing to try to be courageous and actually bring golf, by gender, male or female, golf at some point in time this year to the middle school. That program will start in the middle school, and we'll work on getting it better and better as we go to high school. But the golf will start at the middle school sometime this year. I don't know exactly when, but those are two new programs we're bringing to the district: bowling in high school and a golf program starting in middle school. And sports start. Mr. Anderson, correct me on what grade does track start for elementary?
Track starting in first grade, but I was talking to Coach O too. I'm trying to push him so he can get some of those programs for our little ones.
Yes. So we are definitely working, and I think cheerleading in elementary school, I think starts at first grade as well. So right now for elementary,
third grade.
I'm sorry, third grade. Yeah, y'all get me together. It's a lot of programs going on. So we got elementary has cheerleading, girls basketball, boys basketball, and track. That's it. The middle school has all four of those and add on volleyball, boys baseball, and boys football for seventh through 8th grade. High school has all of those sports, as well as now will be bowling and cross country. Yes, so we believe in getting well-rounded students, and we're trying to work on getting some more programs for the elementary babies. But it's so many of them. It's unbelievable. But we are working on trying to be diversified though, and we'll be offering for all kids so everybody can participate in something. But we'll keep you abreast of those new programs. With anything else? All right, I think we are all set. Parents, you always can reach me at any point in time at williamsk@channelparkacademy.net. Any questions, concerns, issues, or you can share something positive. You know, it can be something positive you can share. We're always ready to receive any positive feedback or anything we can do to improve this educational experience for you and your child. So we meet again next month, same time, 5:30, and you'll see a flyer about that, who's going to be speaking. We always have different hot topics. The principals are always on here to share and answer questions. Our whole goal is to be able to access us immediately to answer your questions and be able to deal with your concerns right here in person on this Zoom call. Thank you again, Caitlin, for joining us tonight. Appreciate your PowerPoint. And again, any other Power School questions or concerns, Mr. Tennille, he put his email in the chat. He is our day-to-day contact when you need any support with them at Power School. All right, everybody, thank you for coming. This will also be on our YouTube page. If you need to go back and see Caitlin's PowerPoint of how to log in once you get your letter from the schools, either at the end of this week or beginning of next week, look forward for that email, that letter from the schools. And you can go back to Caitlin's PowerPoint and see how to log on and how to create a new account. All right, parents, thank you for your time today. Have a great day, everyone. Administrators, please thank you for your time and coming today. Appreciate you guys and all that you do. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.